All right, well, welcome to our laser safety class. we're gonna go over the laser and really why we do what we do, why we use the protection we use, and go over. Yeah, so this is laser safety. All right, so pretend I've got, like, if I had a fiber optic toy, right, like, you know, with the little strings on it and fiber, like, what's the difference between that and these are our laser fibers? So it's just a little toy. It has laser beam that goes through. So the big difference is we have a sheath. So this is our laser. It has the point here and it goes to where we need it to go. But it's coated in this sheath, which protects that laser beam. So it stays within the sheath. And that's important because it keeps it safe, basically. And it keeps that laser in that straight line. So, have you guys heard of aversion response? Aversion response. Aversion response is like you're going to close your eyes or you're shooting your head away from something. So if you know something is dangerous to your eyes, you're going to like turn away, right? And you would avert your eyes from that. So lasers, a class 1 and 2, you can avert your eyes and you can avert, or close your eyes and you're going to protect your eyes from the laser. But our lasers are a bit stronger than 1 and 2. Do you guys know what our laser strength is? Or what class it is?
3 or higher.
Yeah. 3 or higher is where we have to have eye protection. So our lasers are actually class 4. And you can always check your lasers. They all have this on the back. Down here, I don't know if you can see it. But it explains back here, like it says class 4, and it tells, let's see, 30 watts, 4 joules, So it tells you how strong your laser is. And both of ours are class 4. Careful. All right, and so then, this one's right here too. Where is it at? So this one's a 60 watt, class 4. So that's where you get that information from. So if we have 3 or higher, we have to wear eye protection. Okay. So our goggles, they also should have somewhere on them. Oh, here it is. It's really small and hard to see, but they are classed for our specific lasers. So that's important to know that you're wearing the right protection for the laser. I know we have a couple of doctors, and I heard Dr. Salmon, he was talking about when he wasn't wearing goggles once doing laser, but he actually had his arm burned from the laser. And I think I think it might have been Britain, or there was another doctor too, and I don't know the whole story, so I can't share it, but I know that they said that they have had injuries from laser burns. They didn't realize it till later on, and it's like, oh. Anyway, so it's important to be careful with our lasers. When we pass off the laser to our scrub techs, we're not like taking that laser and like shining it all over, and we're making sure it's in standby mode, and we'll go over that some more too when the doctor's not in use with it. So, and if you were to use our lasers, it's not going to do any good if you don't have any eye protection on. So we have to wear our eye protection. Do you know what does a class 4 laser, what's it designed to do?
I have no idea.
I think it has potential to do some damage.
Yeah. It's designed to destroy tissue.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, whose safety comes first when we're in the OR?
Patient.
Patient.
And Mila's.
It's you. Your safety comes first. Patient safety too, but your safety comes first. So if you're not being safe, then it's not going to be safe for the patient or anybody else in the room. Talked about that. See them. So wear your goggles. Be careful with their stuff. Okay, these are the two we have here, but we also have, sometimes we bring in a CO2 laser, and so when we have a CO2 laser, some extra protection is the N95 mask. We have to have the N95 mask on, and that's because all of the particles are floating around in the room. Mm-hmm. And then we want to make sure to have moist towels by the patient, and we do with these two. We'll go over the checklist. But when they bring in the CO2 laser, we have a rep that comes, and they will actually work with that machine. So we don't have to have a laser monitor person for that one. So our rep does it. All right. Okay, with our lasers, we have keys. So these keys are in core. They're back. You guys know where they're at. They're when you come into core, back by the computers, and where the demo carts are. There's a lock box right there. They're always locked up. So whenever we are using our our laser person keeps the keys on them at all times. So once you're in the room and if you have the key in the laser, you have to stay with that laser. We don't leave the keys. So you're in charge of that key. In core, it's on the urology cart. We will always grab this box. And this box has everything we need for the laser. We have to hang the signs on both doors so that everybody knows that there's a laser in use. And then always leave some goggles on the counter outside of the room so that if somebody needs to come in, they can protect their eyes when they come in. And then, let's see. Yeah, so for setting up the room, you're going to grab the box, set up these, and make sure everybody's got their glasses. Plug these in, and then keep the key on you.
And close the blinds as well.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Close the blinds. And I have the checklist. So on our charting, there's actually we go through it all. Our patient also has to have eye protection. So usually the anesthesiologists will tape their eyes closed, or they can put goggles on them, or a blanket over their face. But we chart that. So we're going to talk about charting now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll chart that they have. This is whoever our laser. Sorry. Our laser person will chart all of this. Okay. So eye protection, airway, and I don't think we have to worry about that. That's the type of VT tube, and that we don't worry about that one. So here's our room check. So we have eye protection for everyone in the room. Signs are hung on the door. Windows covered. Doors closed. Goggles outside the room. And then we have water or normal saline on the back table in case of fires. And then we have to make sure our prep solution is dry. And so that's our room setup. And our laser safety person is in charge of making sure all of that's ready to go. Okay, and then you're going to chart if there's any accidents with the laser or any problems with the laser during the procedure. And then afterwards, if all the laser eye protection's cleaned and stored properly, signs removed, windows covered, key removed from the laser, and so that's what you're going to chart. And then down here during the procedure, and you'll learn this part more when you do the actual laser cases. You're going to observe, and then you're going to do 2 cases, but they'll show you how to chart. chart that. So each fiber has a sticker. So you're gonna take the sticker, put it on here, then the nurse is gonna get the package so they can chart what fiber you use. And then you're gonna start the start time. When the doctor is ready to start the laser, you're gonna put the start time on here. You're gonna put how much energy and power they use. Was it watts or hertz and how many joules? You're gonna have an end time.
And is that like when they're officially done with it, or just like standby and just like?
So if you're gonna do standby, I would mark your times. So you're gonna mark when you start, when you did standby, when you start again, when you standby, and then you'll have that total amount of time. Although the laser does calculate that for you, but if for some reason something happens, it's just good to have all those times. So you can just kind of jot that down as you're working the laser. You're also going to jot down any comments that might, like if sometimes our doctors or anesthesia won't wear their goggles, so we just want to document that on our charting, so that way we can, if there's something we need to address, we can address it. So it's not to get anybody in trouble, it's just so we can document and have a log and track what's going on, if there's any problems with it. So.
Along with the charting, if there's any issues, you should also do a safety net report too. If it's if something malfunctions with the machine, if something else is going on, or somebody gets hurt related to the laser, a safety net needs to be done as well.
Absolutely.
But that's your immediate quick note
Yeah.
of tracking what's going on.
Yeah, and then you'll do your safety net. That way we can track it even better. Also, in this binder, because you'll grab this binder, it has the machine, because you have to document up here which machine you use. We have a Thelium machine and the Holmium machine. We mostly use the Thelium. Once in a while we'll use the Holmium. So you're going to mark which machine it is, and then you know the social or the serial number, machine number. Okay.
Social security number.
I know. I almost said social security. Serial number.
So we use this a lot for urology.
Yes.
What would we use the Holmium?
Same. Yeah, this is just our newer one.
Right. Okay.
And they work, and I can't tell you, like, this one, like, has a dusting, like, and I don't understand all of that. But they work a little differently. This is just an older Holmium, and so they upgraded this last year to this machine. So, I mean, usually they use this one. We've had to switch out in cases, in the middle of cases, sometimes if this one wasn't working, so they'll have us switch to this one.
Just like anything with surgery, you want to have redundancy, so in case one goes down, we can use the backup one. It still works just fine, it's just not as new technology.
Yeah, so.
But they do use different lasers, so.
Yes, so, okay, they both use different fibers. So this box these are all fibers for the Holmium machine, okay? And we won't open any fibers until the doctor says which fiber, and you guys will be the ones to open that. The laser safety officer, or laser operator is the one that will get the fibers and open it. Okay, so you know, there's a number, 242. So he'll tell you what size, 365, 910. So he'll tell you what size laser fiber he wants. And then the stores, that's this one. They're actually in core. Do you know where the urology, under the urology section, they're on the very top shelf, and they're going to be stacked up right there. There's 4 sizes. We have one of them on back order right now, and you'll just grab the boxes and bring one of each size into the room, and then again, same thing. He'll tell you what size. So there's a 200, there's 1,000, 365, and then a 275, which we have on back order right now.
So is that the main size that we do use?
275?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but we're out of those, so we might. But they are all aware. They're all aware that we're out of them, and they know that we have this available, or they have to pick another size right now. So just make sure you grab all the laser fibers for whichever, if you're using this one. This will just always be in the room because we keep it in that in that bin. Okay. All right, should we switch now and turn the machines on and let you see how we kind of operate them?